This segment of Open Your Eyes is brought to you by Grace Kennedy Belize Limited. Grace, bringing good taste to life.
And welcome back. And of course, we're now in the Grace and You kitchen with Sharon.
Yes.
To cook up something special for today. And I understand we're doing a special interpretation of bread pudding.
That's right. And like I said, you know, there's things out there that people just keep on doing the same thing over and over, but there's things that you could add to it
To
make it a little bit different, or, you know, even better.
All right.
So today what we're going to be doing, we're going to be making a custard.
Okay.
And this is going to be a bread pudding with custard filling.
Oh, nice. Right? So let's get this
That's
started.
Right. So what I have you do is
I'll cook up the custard.
Yeah. So we're going to do 2/3 cups of sugar, which is, you're going to add that in there. That's
2/3?
Yeah, that's 1/3. So two of those. So you're going to put that in there. Meanwhile, what I'm going to be doing here, we have, this is a packed bread and a half here.
Okay.
So
it doesn't have to be stale bread, right?
No, it doesn't. But people do. That's a whole traditional thing that you save you have bread that's left over, and they claim that it makes a better bread pudding when the bread is.
Because probably it makes it a little bit more crunchy.
Yeah, but in this case, this is going to be a real. It's a pudding, so it's going to be a real nice, soft, smooth texture thing here. So what you have there is the sugar.
And my job is to let it melt.
Not really. You add all the dry ingredients.
Okay.
And what we have in here is 2 tablespoons of flour.
Okay.
And 2 tablespoons of cornstarch.
Okay.
So you could put that in there.
Let me
lower that because sugar
burns easily.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Stir those together, and then what we're going to be using in there is 3 cups of Grace evaporated milk. What I'm using here is the filled milk, which is the vegetable, more vegetable-based milk, which in this sense you could use any other.
How much cups?
It's going to be 3 cups.
Okay, so that's one.
So slowly add, you could put that one in and then just slowly keep stirring it around.
Okay.
There you go. And let me give you another one here.
So this is actually making
custard
from scratch.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that you could do that.
Yeah.
I've always wondered what's in custard.
All right. What I'm going to do here is do like 2 cups of water here and get this all mashed down. And it's best you use your hand in this case to get all the bread mushy. And there you go. You could add your other cup of milk.
Okay.
Keep stirring. You could ice it up a little. So and that will boil and get real thick.
Okay.
And turn into a custard. So you need one more cup after. Let that get it
heat
full.
Up a little bit.
Yeah.
And if it's not perfect, this is my first time of making custard from scratch.
There's nothing to it.
You make me feel guilty already, Sharon.
Okay, get this all mushy here.
Okay. So I have one more.
There's another in there.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 more cup to enter in there. And then you leave it, let it go until it's nice and thick.
Okay.
Which the flour and the cornstarch will do that to it.
So I can't mess this up either.
No, you can just keep stirring, and that's basically that's all there is to it. Okay, so what I have here now is my bread pudding. The bread is all soft.
Okay. Adding my last cup of milk into the custard.
And I'll be adding. Well, I could basically. This is going to take like a can of evaporated milk.
Okay.
And a can of the sweetened condensed milk. All Grace product. There we go. Like I said, I'm using the filled milk here, but you could also use the cream, the more heavier cream milk. And there we go.
Okay.
Is it getting thick?
Yeah, it's getting there.
It needs to get turned into like a custard.
Okay.
Okay. So get this mix in here. And we add our condensed milk. There you go. This is our sweetener. And the condensed milk is all depends on how sweet people
So you don't
would-
have to use
yeah.
an entire can. You can use half a can if
can.
you want.
Well, it's a bread and a half, so it will take a can or some people for more sweetener. But in this case, also we have to remember we have the custard that's going to get it sweeten a little bit too. So
Okay. So it's
we
up
go.
to you.
Yep, for the
Sweeten to
sweetness.
taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people don't like that, that sweet taste. And bread pudding is basically most of the time people could have this for, cup of coffee and a piece of bread pudding for breakfast.
What?
Yeah, makes a good breakfast.
I think this is.
Okay.
Is that thick enough?
No, it needs
It needs more?
Yeah,
And I have to continue stirring.
that's right. And we have here, what I did here, we have some eggs here, and this is like 2 egg yolk, which is going to
Okay.
go into that when it's all thickened. And so this is the egg white. So
I'm making a
we're
mess.
gonna
I'm
be-
making a mess.
We're going to be using the egg white from there, and so we just add one more egg to this. So it's 2 egg white and a full egg.
Okay.
So
That's
This
thick enough
up here.
now?
no, we still could go a little more.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm getting nervous.
if you think it's too much, you could lower the heat a bit. Yeah, you turn it on. You need to lower it. Well, I think you took it off. There you go.
Okay.
All right, so here we go with our eggs here. And then we're going to be putting some cinnamon extract, a Benjamin from Grace. Put all the flavors to it here. A tablespoon of that. Okay, you could out it down. Take it off a bit.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to whip the egg up and some vanilla to put in there.
Okay.
There we go. What we're doing here is nutmeg and cinnamon extract.
Okay. And then you said just the yolk, no?
Yes, just the yolk.
1 or 2?
That's 2 yolk,
Okay.
egg yolk. That's gonna go in there, and it helps a little. We put a little milk in there to whip it with.
And how
Good.
how briskly do I have to whip
No,
it?
that's fine.
That's fine, and just dump it
Fine.
in?
That's right.
Okay.
I didn't get. Let me get this. Okay, we have vanilla here. So the 3 essence that I put in here was nutmeg, cinnamon extract, and a tablespoon of vanilla. So that's all the flavor.
And anything
Yeah.
else goes in the custard?
Yeah, oh, yes, some vanilla as well. And that's what give it the. You want me to put that in there?
Yeah.
There you go.
We're being a little messy today,
Well,
but that's okay. We're in the kitchen.
The pastry part. Of
This is the one thing I
isn't it?
can't do. Any kind of pastries. I
It's
want bread
usually
pudding.
messy.
I say, Ma.
All right. So what majority of what business in the bread pudding is in here right now. All the
Okay.
flavors. This is just 2 tablespoons of butter,
Okay.
and we're on our way here.
Ah,
Yeah,
the custard smells amazing.
that's right. So now you know to make
Custard.
custard.
I always wondered what was in custard. Didn't know it was flour and corn. So I just knew that you
There
take
you
it
go.
out the box and it
And
looks
I guess
like.
all they did was put some food color into it, and there you
Yeah.
have custard. So
Okay.
okay, let's clear here and set up our bread pudding.
Okay, let me just put that.
Okay.
So you put the, and you say it's layering, right?
Yeah,
Do I put
so-
custard first?
No,
or- Okay,
it's-
you.
It's gonna be, and if you notice this texture, it's really soft.
Okay.
second. There you go. So you just put a layer of bread pudding to the bottom and then custard there. There you go. Just something different than the plain bread pudding we always have.
Okay.
There you go.
So that's a layer.
There we go. Some more bread pudding in there. You really make a mess today, huh?
Yeah, but that's bread pudding. But it's very fast. And that's a
It
beautiful
sure is,
thing
yeah.
about it.
All right. Some more custard, and then we top off with bread pudding.
Okay.
And with this, because of the custard, we're going to put some, when you put it in the oven at 375 degrees, you put some water underneath it like you do for flan.
All
and that's
right.
because of the custard that's in there. There you go.
I'm scraping out everything.
All right.
Just making sure that we don't
So
waste anything.
another easy recipe.
All right. Messy on my part.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, William, maybe you could do that.
Uh-huh.
We're going to take a little bit of sugar in here,
Uh-huh.
and we're going to add some cinnamon to it,
Okay.
and just mix that in.
Okay.
And we're going to top it off with that. So we're using some cinnamon powder and some sugar.
That I think I can do fairly well. So
All right.
I think I put too much. But it will just make it more cinnamony.
That's right.
Right.
Just mix that in there. Cinnamon and sugar. And we put a topping on here.
Okay. Wow. Smells amazing already.
And it is good. It's really good. It's like I said, it's another easy way. It's you using your old-fashioned recipe for your bread pudding, and you put some custard, and you have
And the
another
cinnamon
taste to it
on
on
top.
top. That's right.
And don't worry if you make a mistake like I did, putting too much cinnamon.
Well, there you go. You have your bread pudding all ready for the oven, and like I said, you need to put some water underneath there.
And bake it at 375 for how long?
For 35 to 40 minutes.
Okay.
Because if
Or
it
until
takes-
it turns brown.
Yeah, because it's gonna or you stick it, and if it's not wet, then because that means it's all whole. And here is what it looks like when it's all done and said.
And it smells good.
Right? So let's dig in there. You could have
Wow.
the first. Let me.
Or you cut it with the knife. I'm being over anxious.
And if you notice, it's nice and soft.
Uh-huh. So this is bread pudding with custard filling.
That's right.
Ooh, look at that look at that.
There you go.
Oh,
And like
Really
I said,
good.
something different and pretty easy, and that's a little touch more to your old-fashioned bread pudding.
how much time you spend in the kitchen coming up with
All
all
day.
this? Well,
I'm there in my kitchen all day.
well, it looks good. It smells good. We're gonna definitely. This recipe is posted, of course,
Yes, it
and you're able to do it, and it's very
And
simple.
I like to let people know that with all the essence that you have there, I mean, it's flavors. Some people really go for pineapple or different
do.
flavors, and you could add any flavor. It just doesn't have to be just vanilla, or like I did here. I did nutmeg and cinnamon and vanilla. You could add whatever flavor you want to it, and you have your flavor in there.
All right. Well, thank you very much for sharing with us today, Sharon. Of course, this has been another episode of Grace and You, and we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll do a wrap-up downstairs. But in the meantime, I'm going to do some munching. Don't go
All
anywhere.
right.
Open your eyes.
Okay.
We'll wrap after this. Cheers.
This segment of Open Your Eyes is brought to you by Grace Kennedy Belize Limited. Grace,